What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now you can see that the Most Feared program is going to be starting up this week. As we spoke about yesterday, a lot of you guys have been talking about possible leaks of Randy Moss. I'm going to tell you right now, that dude is going to break the game. It's going to be real crazy. So we're going to talk about, how you're going to be able to unlock him and stuff like that. There are rumors that he's going to be a limited. That is not like a real far-fetched rumor, simply because EA Sports has put everything behind a paywall for Madden 26 as far as the better cards. But we're going to talk about why he's going to be able to break the game. All right, we're going to talk about some of the star wide receivers in the game and some of the things that you guys need to be doing right now. So the first thing that we're going to start off with, right, we're going to take a look at the roster. All right, because again, because they're bringing out Most Feared, a lot of the cards that we think are good, like William Perry, right? This dude is garbage, and I got to get rid of him. And for whatever reason, I couldn't get rid of him yesterday for like $1 mil. And, now he's at 896. I'm going to try to see if I can get rid of him for 850. The reason that all these prices of these cards are dropping is because everyone pretty much knows what's going to be happening in the next couple days. Regardless, I think it's going to be like 2 or 3 drops, but it doesn't matter. A lot of the cards that we have right now are going to be obsolete. All right. So this is what we need to do. All right. We need to start getting rid of cards to prepare for what's going to happen, because ultimately Randy Moss is going to be a limited, but he's also going to be super fast with probably like a crazy boost of speed with the strat card for that time, like leading up to Halloween. All right. So we're going to go over wide receivers right now and why it's important, how he's going to actually break the game. Let's go over to the catalog, because a lot of you guys are like, yo, I don't understand. Like, Randy Moss is dropping. All these other receivers, they drop the ball every play. There's not even really a lot of, mid zones and stuff like that, but they still drop the ball. This is what's going to happen, right? As always, in many of the other promo drops, Randy Moss, if he is the guy that drops, or maybe it'll be Harold Carmichael, whoever it is, Most Feared speed, Most Feared height, all of these wide receivers are going to take a plummet. Okay, so if you evaluate all of your players right now, let's just say that, you got CD Lamb, all right, because he's like 97%, all right? Let's take a look at his card. Now, one of the advantages that he has, which a lot of you guys are just getting used to, is the fact that he gets all 32 team chems, okay? So no matter what happens, you can always have him there as a slot receiver, put him anywhere you want. He's going to be 91 speed, right? But that's going to be his max. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it for him. Now, he's 6'2". Randy Moss is 6'4". It depends on where you play him. Outside, inside, however you're going to play him. But this guy can be useful regardless. But is he still worth that coin? Should we prepare right now, right, to be able to unlock Randy Moss by getting rid of some of the cards that we know are not going to be that same exact price? Because even though he's one of the team builder champions or whatever, remember what happened with the other ones. And that's a big part of the game. So I'm going to show you guys what happened, right? With the team builders and the champions and all that stuff that happened earlier when they first started dropping them, right? These guys right here, these two dudes, right? If you go back to my older videos, you'll see that I sold this same exact card at the peak of his actual existence when he dropped for 3 million coins. Now, granted, that was last month in September. And quickly, like, the market will fluctuate and things will get crazy. I get all that. But I'm giving it to you as an example. Because of the fact that we're going into 2 consecutive promos, you're going to be doing Most Feared for Halloween, and then we're going right into the harvest of Thanksgiving, right? What do you think is going to happen to these cards? CD Lamb and Roquan Smith, the champions. You see what I'm saying? So if we already know that Randy Moss, that's already been leaked, that he's probably going to drop, do you want him or don't you? It's up to you. However you guys want to go about it, it's fine. I'm just giving you guys the information to make you understand, like, make a logical decision of how you're going to go ahead and build your squad. Now, as we go to the other receivers, there's really not, like I said, Calvin Johnson, bro, he's a big disappointment. Even though he's one of the bigger body players in the game, he's a real major disappointment, bro. I don't know what it is about his card. He could spin, he could do all that stuff, but he's just not good, bro. Like, for real. The dude just be dropping the ball like anybody else. It's like really weird, and I don't really know what's going on with him. So I can't really say like, yo, Calvin Johnson, like, I can't do that. I can't say, yo, keep this guy. Now, I will say this, right? If you have a Lions theme team, number one, you're sick in the head for doing that right now. But look, besides all that, right? If you have a Lions theme team, he's 91 speed and 6'5". So I assume that Randy Moss with boost may max out, like with the temporary boost for the Most Feared, at about 93, 94 speed at 6'4". So if you want to keep both of them, it is what it is, because if you have him and he's just 88, it doesn't really add that much to the way that the game is playing right now, because corners are 93 speed, Saint Justy, these guys are really, really fast. So what are you really doing? It's going to be the speed that kills with most feared. So if you want to keep Calvin, that's your choice. I'm not going to argue with you. Enjoy. But if you do have him and you're like, yo, I kind of sort of want that Randy Moss, it's like, man, that 1.7, it might feel kind of good in your pocket right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to take a look at it and figure out what you want to do, because again, with the boost that these players are going to have, it's going to make all of them really, really good. Now, these two players, right? It's very specific with, what's going on with these two, because of the fact that they're limiteds, right? People are going to value that over everything else in the game. All right. Now, I bought Plaxico and I sold him back immediately because, again, he was nothing special. And I didn't have the teams that he played for. And theme teams is, bro, you got to have a theme team. If you have a regular squad running out there on the field, you're going to get dominated. And that's what's going to happen. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, it's going to pretty much happen to you. You're going to get dominated. So, an 87 speed player is not doing anything, because everybody on the defensive side of the ball is so fast, and it's really crazy. Like, the only people that are really out there burning dudes are those little short dudes that, that have speed. Like, literally OBJ with a boosted, speed, he's just running past the entire defense. Like, it's just real wild stuff going on. Devontae Adams. So these bigger receivers right now, with the lack of speed and the lack of theme team, is why Randy Moss is going to break the game, because you're going to get, a lot of theme teams with him, first of all, and the fact that they're going to give you a strat card with boost. So if you were to ask me, okay, G, what is the move right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, yo, I got Drake London. Like, why do you have Drake London? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know that the Falcons suck. So, like, why do you have Drake London anyway? Like, what is he really doing out there for you? You see what I'm saying? Like, how many of you guys that are watching this video right now can honestly tell me and look me right in my eyeballs over here and tell me that you got a Drake London with a Falcons theme team? Like, how many of you guys are doing that right now? Is none of you guys doing that? So why would you keep him when his price is that high, knowing that Randy Moss played for 5 or 16, whatever amount of teams he played for, and you have a better chance to boost his speed and make him better for your squad? So that simple fact right now, many people are going to start putting these cards up for sale. You're going to start to see a lot of these cards available. Now, remember, the reason that we don't see a lot of these cards is simply because, it's a bug and a lot of people didn't get their first round of ranked players. That's going to change very soon when EA starts dropping and fixing it and making it right for a lot of the players that didn't get them, or, any of the 3 that were first dropped. So you got to look out for that. So don't really pay attention to that. But if you have anybody in this top row, I think Puka Nacua is pretty, dropped, pretty heavily also. But anybody in this top row, the best way that you're going to be able to successfully unlock Randy Moss most feared, if he does drop, if all the leaks are true, is to start getting rid of these players right now and prepare for it. If you have any other questions or comments, if you're a member of the channel, you know what to do. Hit me up. We're going to talk soon. Until next time, one love, y'all.